Darrell Scott, a pastor and frequent cable news defender of President Donald Trump, appeared on MSNBC Tuesday to spar with Katie Tur over the president's ham-fisted response to the Charlottesville terror attack. Tur first played a portion of Vice News Tonight's coverage of the Charlottesville protests, in which Al Reeve interviewed a white supremacist about his racist views. "Pastor, are you comfortable with that?" Tur asked Scott. "This is a man who supports the president. These are people who march in the president's name." She continued, "So Pastor, are you comfortable with the amount of pushback that this president has given to this? Would you like at the very least to see him come out and say, I do not want your support, I do not want you to march in my name, I do not condone this, I think you are filled with hate." Scott started by calling the racist interviewed by Vice an idiot, before arguing that white supremacists gravitated towards Trump because the media constantly labeled him racist. "They branded him as racist Trump," Scott said. "The media has driven the narrative that Trump embraces white supremacy, but it's not true. You know full well he does not embrace Nazism," the pastor continued, before listing Trump's Jewish associates. His son-in-law is Jewish, his personal lawyer, my friend Michael Cohen, his parents were Holocaust survivors, HES Jewish. Some of his best friends are Jewish. His daughter converted to Judaism, his grandson is being raised Jewish. How can people even think that he embraced Nazism and neo-Nazism? Scott asked. Tur said that those circumstances make it all the more surprising and all the more harder to understand why the president won't come out and say forcefully, I do not want your support. Pastor, he did not say that, Tur declared. He cleaned the mess up on Monday, Scott exclaimed. You want it to stay a mess, you don't want it to be cleaned up, he continued, as Tur ended the segment. Image via screen grab. Follow Aidan McLaughlin at Aid McLaughlin on Twitter. Have a tip we should know, tips at MediaET.com.